Every legend begins with a sound. And for Shakira, it started with the rhythm of Barranquilla. Long before the stadium lights, before the Grammys, before her name became a symbol of power and grace, there was a young girl with a notebook and a voice too big for her small world. She didn't come from fame or fortune. She came from a city of color, music, and noise. And somehow, her sound rose above it all. As a child, she'd stand on restaurant tables, performing for strangers. Her father lost his business when she was young, and she saw the family's fortune disappear overnight. That memory, the empty house, the silence after loss, became her fuel. It taught her what it meant to rebuild, to never let anything define her except her own will. By 13, she had a record deal. By her 20s, she was breaking language barriers and topping charts in Spanish and English. But fame wasn't her goal. Expression was. She blended pop with Middle Eastern tones, Latin beats with global energy. Her hips moved like rhythm itself, and soon the world couldn't look away. When Laundry Service dropped in 2001, she crossed from Latin star to global force. Songs like Whenever, Wherever, and Underneath Your Clothes weren't just hits, they were cultural moments. Her tours became spectacles of sound, dance, and strength. Millions filled arenas to watch her command the stage, barefoot, free, and completely in control. But behind the glamour, Shakira was a strategist. Every album, every collaboration, every brand move had purpose. She wasn't chasing fame, she was building an empire. She invested in education, technology, and philanthropy long before it was trendy. Her foundation, Pies Descalzos, built schools for children across Colombia, a promise she made to her younger self, that no child should be limited by where they were born. And then came business. She didn't just make music, she owned her masters, her tours, her image. She partnered with giants like Live Nation and Spotify on her terms. Her fragrance line became one of the top-selling celebrity brands in the world. Every deal reflected her core belief. Independence is the real luxury. Her wealth today is estimated in the hundreds of millions, but ask her what drives her, and she'll say it's the same thing that drove that little girl on the restaurant table. The need to create. The villas, the cars, the private jets, those are symbols of success, but not the source. Her source is work, art, evolution. In Miami, she built a home that mirrors her. Modern, vibrant, filled with sound and movement. In Barcelona, her Mediterranean mansion once overlooked the sea, calm, blue, endless. Each space designed not to impress, but to inspire. She surrounds herself with instruments, notebooks, and memories of every stage she's conquered. And still, she's not done. Even after decades in the spotlight, she reinvents herself. New sounds, new moves, new strength. Because Shakira never lets comfort become a cage. She said once that she doesn't chase perfection. She chases truth. That's why her music lasts. It's honest, it's raw, it's human. The world sees her hips, her hits, her energy. But what keeps her at the top is what no one sees. The discipline. The hours in the studio perfecting a track. The rehearsals that leave her drenched in sweat. The quiet business meetings where she reads every clause herself. That's what greatness looks like when it's lived, not performed. Shakira's story is more than fame. It's proof that art can become empire when discipline never breaks. As her music conquered charts across languages, her vision grew wider. She built a global network that worked like a living rhythm. Albums, tours, brands, and causes, all moving in sync. The same woman who danced barefoot on dusty stages now negotiated with world labels, streaming giants, and production houses, always keeping control of her work. That control is rare in the music industry, but it's her quiet victory. Her voice became one of the most recognized on earth, and with that came opportunity. She turned her brand into a portfolio, fragrance lines, endorsement partnerships, and global campaigns that reflected authenticity, not just image. Each product carried her signature, a balance between elegance and energy. The perfume line alone sold in the tens of millions worldwide, building another pillar in her fortune. But what truly sets her apart isn't money, it's purpose. In Colombia, she founded the Pies Descalzos Foundation, turning her childhood memory of struggle into education for thousands. Schools in remote areas opened because of her. Teachers were hired, meals provided, and opportunities multiplied. She once said that talent is nothing without heart, and she's proven that over and over. When streaming changed the music world, she didn't resist, she adapted. Her collaborations with artists like Beyoncé, Rihanna, and Bizarrap showed that reinvention is power. Each time people thought they'd seen her peak, she came back sharper, stronger, louder. Even in moments of personal challenge, she turned pain into art. That's her secret weapon. Transformation. Her estimated net worth, built from albums, tours, royalties, and business ventures, shows what consistency can do. But she lives with a focus on balance. In interviews, she talks about mornings spent with her kids, creative bursts in the studio, and the discipline that keeps her grounded. To her, success isn't a finish line, it's a rhythm you maintain. Luxury for Shakira isn't about display, it's about peace, the kind you earn after years of noise. Whether she's performing before 1 billion viewers at the Super Bowl or recording alone late at night, her world follows a pattern: work, reflection, gratitude. Her life is layered like her music. Beats of effort, melodies of faith, and a chorus that says, "Keep going." And that's what people feel when they listen to her, not just sound, but spirit. She embodies what happens when culture and courage mix. She came from a country that the world once overlooked and became one of the most powerful women in entertainment, on her own terms. Her career now spans more than 3 decades, over 80 million records sold, countless awards, and influence across continents. But numbers don't define her legacy. Impact does. She's an example that success built on authenticity never fades. Every generation finds a piece of themselves in her story, the dreamer, the fighter, the creator who refuses to stop. She reminds us that you can come from anywhere and still reach everywhere. That talent opens the door, but persistence keeps it open. When you watch her perform, there's still that spark, the same one from Barranquilla, unchanged by time. You can see it in her movement, in her eyes, in the way she still gives everything on stage. Because greatness doesn't rest, it evolves. So if you're chasing something, music, business, freedom, remember this. Shakira didn't wait for permission. She built her space, owned it, and expanded it. Her journey shows that power isn't handed to you. It's created note by note, step by step, until the world finally hears your sound. That's the rhythm of real success. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Iconic Lives for more inspiring stories of the world's most legendary figures.